Topic: General characteristics, assortment of eggs and egg products. Lecture 12. Lecture plan. 1. Grading and quality parameters of eggs. 2. Grading of eggs. Grading and quality parameters of eggs. What is egg quality? Egg quality is a general term that relates to various standards that are imposed on the eggs. These standards can be broken down into those used for determining the quality of the eggshell itself, exterior egg quality, and those standards which relate to the quality of the interior of the egg, interior egg quality. Some of these standards are based on subjective measures of egg quality and some are based on a more quantitative measure of egg quality. In general, exterior and interior egg quality standards are based on shell cleanliness, shell soundness, shell texture, shell shape, relative viscosity of the albumen, freedom from foreign matter in the albumen, shape and firmness of the yolk, and freedom from yolk defects. In order to classify eggs into the various grades used, an evaluation of all these items needs to be done. The egg shell. The first thing you'll notice is that the egg has a fat rounded end and a pointed cone end. The egg is laid rounded end first. Under the rounded end is the air sac that forms as the contents of the egg cool from the internal temperature of the bird. The shell itself is slightly porous and allows air to pass through to the interior, whilst still providing protection for the contents from damage and bacteria. Membranes under the shell are two thin membranes. The first is just under the shell and provides some additional support to the shell. The second surrounds the white of the egg, and as the egg ages, the two membranes separate. The fact there are two membranes and that they split as the egg ages is why fresh eggs are difficult to peel the shell from when boiled. Yolk and chalaza. To hold the yolk in a central position, there is a connection of tissue from the membrane that surrounds the yolk to the top and bottom of the second membrane that is technically known as the chalaza. If you crack an egg, then you may see a whitish string in the egg white. This is the chalaza. Egg white. Albumen. Next we have the egg white itself, or albumen. In a hen's egg, approximately 60% is white and 40% yolk. In a duck egg, there tends to be more yolk in ratio to white. The white provides cushioning and additional nutrition for the developing chick and contains less nutrition than the yolk. Conserving egg shell quality. Many factors can contribute to the conservation of good egg shell quality. If the egg producer manages his flock in the proper manner by providing the proper nutrition and environmental conditions, then high egg shell quality should be achieved. A specific procedure that a producer should do to assure the production of eggs with good egg shell quality is to avoid scaring the birds so that the egg spends the normal amount of time in the shell gland. A key item to remember is to not stress the flock in any manner. Although it may not be practiced, the use of a hemeral lighting program has shown to be effective in causing eggs to spend a longer time in the uterus, thus producing eggs with thicker shells. Nutritionally speaking, it is important for the producer to feed a ration properly formulated with the correct amount of calcium and phosphorus in the diet, usually 3.5 to 3.75% calcium, 0.45% phosphorus. The production of eggs with thick, strong shells usually occurs from young versus older flocks. Thus, A producer should expect more shell breakage and eggs produced with thinner shells to occur with older flocks and those producing eggs a couple of months after they've been molted. It is also important for the producer to monitor the health of the flock. Since diseases such as infectious bronchitis and Newcastle cause egg shell abnormalities in the texture of the shell and shape of the shell, producers should continually monitor their flock for these diseases and follow management practices to avoid their flock from contacting these diseases. One of the egg shell quality problems that often occurs is the production of eggs having body checks. These are eggs which are cracked in the uterus during shell formation. Then the egg shell forms on top of the crack. External quality of eggs in Mexico. In 2005, it was estimated that the egg industry lost between $30 and $35 million, based on average figures of 2.5% broken eggs and 4% weak shells. These losses occur only between laying and packing, not taking into account losses in transit to the end consumer. DSM Mexico, 2005, unpublished data. To maintain consistently good shell quality throughout the life of the hen, it is necessary to implement a total quality management program throughout the egg production cycle. Exterior egg quality is judged on the basis of texture, color, shape, soundness and cleanliness according to USDA 2000 standards. The shell of each egg should be smooth, clean and free of cracks. The eggs should be uniform in color, size and shape. External quality of eggs. It has been always recognized that the hen has the most extraordinary method of obtaining and depositing calcium, Ca, in the entire animal kingdom. An egg has an average of 2.3 grams of calcium in the shell, and almost 25 milligrams in the yolk. Etches, 1987. A modern hen laying 330 eggs per cycle will deposit 767 grams of calcium. Assuming a 50% calcium retention rate from the diet, the hen will consume 1.53 kilograms of calcium per cycle. There are 5 major types of shell problems in the egg industry. Cracks due to excess pressure, cracks due to thin shells, body checks, pimpled or toe holes, shell-less eggs. External quality of eggs. When a producer complains about an increase in downgrade eggs, the first thing required is to determine which types of problems have increased. In a processing plant with 97% are quality eggs, a typical distribution of the different types of shell problems, downgrade, might be 2.13% stains, 0.85% blood spots, 0.85% meat spots, 61% pressure cracks, 9.8% thin shell cracks, 6.8% body checks, 13.6% pimpled and 5.1% toe holes. If the percentage of any type of shell problem is abnormally high, then that is the problem needing attention. External quality of eggs. Internal egg quality involves functional, aesthetic and microbiological properties of the egg yolk and albumin. The proportions of components for fresh egg are 32% yolk, 58% albumin and 10% shell. Leeson, 2006. As soon as the egg is laid, its internal quality starts to decrease. The longer the storage time, the more the internal quality deteriorates. However, the chemical composition of the egg, yolk and white, does not change much. In newly laid eggs, The yolk pH is in general close to 6.0. However, during storage it gradually increases to reach 6.4 to 6.9. Egg quality preservation through handling and distribution is dependent on constant care from all personnel involved in these activities. The quality of the egg once it is laid cannot be improved, so efforts to maintain its quality must start right at this moment. Internal quality of eggs. The decrease in internal egg quality is due to the loss of water and CO2. In consequence, the egg pH is altered, resulting in watery albumin due to the loss of the thick albumin protein structure. The cloudy appearance of the albumin is also due to the CO2. When the egg ages, the CO2 loss causes the albumin to become transparent, compared with fresh eggs. To minimize egg quality problems, two things are important: frequent egg collection, mainly in the hot months, and rapid storage in the cool room. The best results are obtained at a temperature of 10 degrees Celsius. Egg candling is when we shine a bright light into an egg to see inside it. During incubation, candling an egg allows you to see the developing embryo inside the shell and provides a way to remove non-viable eggs. Commercially, this enables egg packers to remove eggs with hairline cracks, blood spots, or other undesirable contents. The Hoare unit, pronounced how, is a measure of the internal quality of an egg. The test was introduced by Raymond Hoare in 1937 and is considered one of the most significant measures of egg quality next to other measures such as eggshell thickness and eggshell strength. An egg is weighed, then broken onto a flat surface, breakout method, and a micrometer used to determine the height of the thick albumin, egg white. The height, correlated with the weight, determines the Hoare unit, or WHO, rating. The higher the number, the better the quality of the egg. Fresher, higher quality eggs have thicker whites. Though Hoare unit provides the indication of freshness of the egg, it does not provide other information such as micronutrient or vitamins contained in the egg. Internal quality of eggs. 6 factors affecting internal quality of eggs. Disease. Newcastle disease and infectious bronchitis produce watery albumin, and this condition may persist for long periods after the disease outbreak has been controlled. Butcher, 2003. Egg age. Eggs several days old show weakened watery albumin, and the CO2 loss makes the content alkaline, affecting the egg flavor. Temperature. High temperatures cause a rapid decrease in internal quality. Storage above 15.5 degrees Celsius increases humidity losses. Humidity. High relative humidity, RH, helps to decrease egg water losses. Storage at an RH above 70% helps to reduce egg weight losses and keeps the albumin fresh for longer periods of time. Egg handling. Rough handling of the eggs not only increases the risk of breaking the eggs, but also may cause internal egg quality problems. Storage. Eggs are very prone to take on the odors of other products stored with them. Separate storage is therefore advised. References. Thank you for your attention.